approaching, and you saw those dramatic pictures that it slid off the runway. There was some sort of problem. At this point, the airport is looking at strong wind as the main factor. You can see the rear of it was approaching, and you saw those dramatic pictures that it slid off the runway. There was some sort of problem. At this point, the airport is looking at strong wind as the main factor. You can see the rear of it was approaching, and you saw those dramatic pictures that it slid off the runway. There was some sort of problem. At this point, the airport is looking at strong wind as the main factor. You can see the rear of it was approaching, and you saw those dramatic pictures that it slid off the runway. There was some sort of problem. At this point, the airport is looking at strong wind as the main factor. You can see the rear of the plane hit again, and then it flipped over and burst into flames. FedEx has confirmed that there has been an incident with one of its planes. This is an MD-11 plane. We are still waiting to hear what the status of the crew flying this cargo plane is. Live pictures have shown that one person was taken off this plane, and you can see there very little left of this plane. This plane completely burst into flames.
Hey, Kyung, let me read some of the information that we're getting here. And again, this is according to news reports and also to the Associated Press. And you can help me with, as we look at this dramatic video of this plane bouncing and then bursting into flames and really listing there to the left onto its wing. To the left wing, and then now you see the aftermath there. The latest information I'm getting Kyung here is that the FedEx cargo plane crash landed, Tokyo's international airport. Obviously, we see that burst into a ball of flames. A pilot and co-pilot were aboard, but their safety is not immediately confirmed. We're being told that the plane, Kyung, was a regular flight from, and am I pronouncing this, Guangzhou, China?
Guangzhou,
China. It landed under heavy winds. They're still saying that. It appeared to bounce. Yes, it did. And then it burst into flames, and it skidded to a halt. Fire trucks, obviously you can see, were there no more than 30 minutes after the crash, as Kyung reported an MD-11 here. And a lot of this information is coming from Japan's Kyodo News and the Associated Press. MD-11, a pilot and co-pilot on board this plane. And I say all of this, Kyung, real quickly, because as this happens, we also have a plane crash here in the United States that we're going to get to. We'll get someone who can talk to us about that real quickly after Kyung. So, Kyung, go ahead with what you're reporting.
We're still waiting to hear a few more details about the status of the crew, but what we can tell you is that live pictures are showing at least one person has been taken off that plane. We don't know if there's a co-pilot aboard. You have to assume on a cargo plane like this that there must be a co-pilot flying with a pilot. But again, we're going to have to ask the question of the strong wind. Wind conditions must have been extremely severe for this to happen. Okay. And you can see those dramatic pictures there. It's just a plane burst into flames.
And Jerry, Kyung, I'm getting a lot of information in my ear here as you were speaking. Did you say a pilot was taken off the plane?
Yes, a pilot. At least one person. We don't know if this was a pilot or a co-pilot, but at least one person. Just on live pictures, we're seeing that person was at least taking off the plane, and emergency crews were trying to resuscitate that person.
Okay, we're going to move on. Kyung.